Welcome to tonight's webinar, the 20 Reasons to Follow 20 Companies on LinkedIn. My name is Eeyore Andruk, and I've been with Berkeley College Career Services since June 2016. I work with students and graduates within the majors of Justice Studies, Legal Studies, and National Security. I have over a decade of interview experience, both telephonic and face-to-face. I've recruited and molded young talent into executives. I'm a recipient of the Winter 2017 President's Award for Making a Difference, which I'm very proud of. And I've recently completed the Berkeley College Mentorship Program, another big milestone for me. I'm a strategic career and communications advisor. I absolutely love working with Berkeley College. I love working with our students and our graduates, and I love taking them places where they may not have ever seen themselves. That makes me very excited to come in and work every day. So before we get started on the 20 reasons to follow 20 companies, I just want to show you how to search for companies on LinkedIn. A lot of students and graduates don't necessarily have a LinkedIn account. You're really doing yourself a disservice if you don't have a LinkedIn account. But so here is an example of my site, but I'm going to show an example of stuff that you can do on the site and how to search for companies. Go into the search bar. We're going to use Amazon as an example because everybody knows Amazon. You search for Amazon, see different jobs available there. Scrolling down. And again, keeping scrolling down, gives you a profile of who the company is, what they're about, their website, where they're located, when they were founded, amount of employees, types of employees, how the company is growing or not growing, headcount by function, what they do at Amazon, how many new hires they've brought on recently, total job openings, like we just saw the job openings. Gives you different news about the company, the good news that they're making, different articles and stories and some other media. You can comment in there and kind of really get your name out there. Comment on something that's industry thought-provoking. Really easy. As long as you follow them, you can comment on there. Be as knowledgeable as possible. And that's, essentially how to search for companies on LinkedIn. So, number one, the first reason, and these reasons aren't in any particular order, is you become visible to the hiring managers and the recruiters. Example, you can search talent acquisition specialist or recruiter or human resources at Amazon or any other company, and it'll give you a plethora of names who work there, people that you can follow up with if you apply for a job at Amazon or whatever company it is. In addition to the recruiters and the talent acquisition specialists, you can really get on the radar screen of the senior level thought leaders. When you comment on their website, not only do the recruiters and talent professionals look at the commentary, but the commentary is also read by senior level executives, vice presidents of different areas of the companies that you're targeting. As I showed you in the video earlier, another good thing to do, beneficial reason to follow the 20 companies, is to prospect for job opportunities. You saw the opportunities that I showed you earlier when I went through that short video. Here are some different opportunities at Amazon: executive assistant, financial analyst, administrative assistant, senior manager. So all these jobs are located on LinkedIn. You can apply for the jobs, and you can also follow up. That's the importance of the job search, really, is the follow-up. You can follow up via LinkedIn. I really recommend following up via phone call, but you can certainly follow up via LinkedIn and a phone call. Number 4 would be to expand your industry knowledge and read articles of interest. Don't ever be afraid of learning, especially learning about the companies that you're targeting, the companies that you want to work at. These companies always put out news about themselves. Definitely, they're good conversation starters should you get an interview. Excellent to refer to when you follow up. I noticed that Amazon did XYZ in a recent article. It really makes you look, and it really helps you, I guess. It shows the employer that you've done your homework in researching about them, and gives you an edge over your competition. Number 5 is, it's a good way to, using LinkedIn as a good way to promote yourself, really stand up on a soapbox and kind of market yourself to the people in your industry. Let's say you want to go into the marketing field, or let's say you want to go into the legal profession. You can really, kind of stand up on your own 2 feet and kind of explain what you know in the field and all the trends that you follow. Number 6 is, LinkedIn really helps you recognize key influencers. I have Jeff Bezos here, as well as Bill Gates. Both are thought leaders, one at Microsoft, one at Amazon. But, you can really get to understand and read about your potential employer and their leadership of your potential employer, to see what they're doing, what they're saying, whether or not it jives with what you want to do. When you're interviewing and looking for jobs, you want to make sure that you're a fit with that company as well. So make sure you research to see what they do and what they're saying. LinkedIn also, like I said earlier, it gives you the opportunity to become a thought leader and decision maker within your own industry, which I'm going to go into this shortly on how to do that. But it really, again, allows you to market yourself and show others that you are knowledgeable on the industry, and shows others that you should be hired within that industry. Number 8 is that LinkedIn always stays fresh. The audience is, always updates, and new people join. You can connect with new people all the time on LinkedIn. The profiles, number 9, are usually up to date with all users. This is an example of my profile. Feel free to connect. Where people will explain what they do at their current position, at their past positions, and what they currently do. So the profile is important to be updated. Going back to applying for jobs, the number 10 reason is the ease of applying for open positions. Very easy. You don't even necessarily need a resume, a completed resume, as long as you have a complete LinkedIn profile. You can just click on apply, and your profile will be sent over to the company that you apply for to the job for. Always make sure to read the job description. Make sure that it's 100% on what you want to do. Make sure there's no surprises as well. Number 11, which I really love, people can recommend you and advocate for you. So there are a couple of opportunities on LinkedIn for people to either give you recommendations, where people will write a paragraph or 2 about you. You can approve it, you can edit it, and you can also submit it onto your profile. There's also an endorsement section where people can endorse you for leadership, example, other areas that you're interested in being endorsed for. You can set these up. You can set up the different subjects to be endorsed for. Number 12, connecting to the community of interest. Connecting with the community of interest. This is important too because you really get to connect with your peers. So over here I looked up the word marketing, and these are the people who I'm connected with on the marketing side, just a kind of small snapshot of that. But let's say you want to go into a different field. Let's say you want to go into national security. You can type in national security. Anybody who has the national security title will appear in the search. And if you're not connected with them, you can certainly connect with them by linking in with them, sending them an invitation, but writing a small note saying, I am a Berkeley College graduate, I am a Berkeley College student looking to connect with you for XYZ purposes. So number 13 is driving traffic to your profile and posting career-related posts. This is something that came out a couple of years ago with LinkedIn, whereas you can write your own articles on the subject matter you feel relevant to, your followers and constituents. I wrote an article over here, and I've written several on career services. You can write one on any field. May it be accounting, may it be the legal field, may it be human resource management, may it be fashion, marketing. Things to post on LinkedIn, jobs and career information, any kind of company news you can share to show that you're kind of in the know, and any kind of other professional content on companies. Building your professional network is next. I can't stress the importance of really building out your network. You never know not only who you can connect with, but who they know. I have almost 2,000 contacts. I know our Vice President of Career Services has over 20,000 contacts on LinkedIn. So you can pretty much, anybody that you meet with at a networking event, anybody whom you've interviewed with, anybody who you read maybe an article on, you can kind of connect with them and send them a quick note. I was very interested in the article that you were quoted in indicating XYZ. Number 15, LinkedIn really allows for its users to help others and others to help you. So, the more you help other people, the more other people kind of learn to help you. May it be through recommendations, may it be through helping you connect with their contacts. LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. And personally, it's how I got my job personally here at Berkeley College, and it's how a lot of our graduates get jobs, and how many of our students get internships through LinkedIn. Number 16, it is important to become involved in different groups by commenting and posting. So, there are different, let's say, law enforcement groups, there are different graphic design groups, there are different cybersecurity groups, management groups that you can search. And, under those different arenas come even more segmented little areas that you can follow, and you can read the articles, you can comment on them. Again, identifying yourself as a thought leader. And people take notice, because a lot of times it's, not always the same people, but it's similar people who are reading these articles and are commenting on the articles. And in the end, they can promote you. Again, people will want to tell you, like I said, if you comment on articles, people will say, hey, wow, that, Jim Smith, that Jamie Smith, they really have a lot of great feedback, a lot of great input to put in the article. And they'll say, good point, Jim, good point, Jamie. And it'll really make you look good and more credible in the industry. So people will want to tell you how great you are via comment. Number 18 is people will want to share your information with you. People will want to share information with you and your information with others. Again, they will introduce you to other people if you ask, and people may also ask you to introduce them to your contacts. So really the sky is the limit with regards to networking opportunities that LinkedIn allows. Number 19, you'll differentiate yourself from the competition. A lot of people, a lot of recent grads, a lot of students may not necessarily be active on LinkedIn. The more active you are, the more edge you have in attaining a position within your field and an internship within your field. So it's never too early to, I guess, start marketing yourself to everybody, to start, planting seeds for graduation when you're ready for a job hunt. Number 20, again, never ever be too afraid to learn something new. Number 20, you can learn from and see what your competition is reading and discussing. LinkedIn is an excellent way to really become knowledgeable on a company or on a company's competition when it comes to interviewing for a job at a particular company. Hypothetically, let's say you go for an interview with Microsoft and you see what kind of news like IBM is making or another tech company is making. It really allows you to be in the know on the industry. And again, a lot of grads, a lot of students don't necessarily do this. They think that LinkedIn is really for people who have been in the field for a long time, but that's definitely not the case. So I thank you so much for your time. Again, my name is Eeyore Andruk, and career counselor here with Berkeley Online. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions on the presentation, and have a good evening.